So welcome back to Hawks TV. We've got Coach Dom here. That was a resounding win there against Sheffield. How would you kind of describe how that game went?
Yeah, well, it went the way it should have went. Is the way that we see it, the way we feel. The guys did brilliant. They could easily have gone out and chased points, and we talked about habits and what kind of habits we need to stay in, and they played within the system and they got rewarded for it. So it was a good win, and we turn our focus next week.
Nice one. Whilst we ended on a really high score there, it was a bit of a shaky opening period. What change did you make going into that second period?
There wasn't anything shaky about her except their goalie stood on her head. She was absolutely spectacular. We had 40 shots on that in the first period, and that's kind of unheard of. That's a game 40 shots in a period. And I mean, we came out like, I mean, I haven't seen us come out like that since I would say since the cup finals and against Billingham last year. So it was good to see that the guys are kind of hitting that form, hitting that stride. And I know we're a couple guys short tonight, but it just shows the depth that we have, and if we come out like that against any team in the league, I honestly feel that we come out on top.
Yeah. And you didn't let the heads drop after her standing on their head.
Oh, no, they stuck they stuck with it, and they just kept going. Even they said it. They were just saying, look, guys, and we said when we went in, I think they only had 6 shots on us, and we just said just stick with it because you're doing everything but scoring, and goalie's playing great, and it's just not going in, but it will come, and when it does, it's going to come in a bunch, and it did in the second period. We scored 9 goals in the second period, so yeah.
Brilliant. So that's actually now 44 goals, I think, in the last 4 games for us. What is it about this team that just allows us to be so effective in front of the net?
I think they're buying into it. They're playing for each other, and they want to. They want to be here, and the laughs and smiles, and they're having a good time with it too as well. I think that's an important thing. But everybody knows what we're here to do. It was well explained since we started this thing, and all the guys the guys that are here are the guys that want to be here. And I think that means a lot more to them than just, hey, it's another place to play during the year. And we have a lot of fun with it. How the guys are having a good time. Us and coaching staff, and the ownership and the whole organization is having a great time with it. And we even say there isn't a lot of pressure, even though that we should be at the top of the table and we should be hopefully bringing home some silverware. But we want to keep it loose and keep it fun and just keep it an environment where guys just want to be. Depending on if guys want to develop and move on, or if guys want to be here and still play, and so we've got a mix of everything. And I think the depth is what's helping us. Last year, if we lost a couple guys, we may not have had that depth to be able to continue onto a game like this. So that's an important thing to have, and we are very deep in our roster at the moment in time, and we're just having a lot of fun with it. So
it's brilliant, man. It was great to see new signing Petter scored again on his return back to Blackburn. How has he settled into the squad?
He's fine. I mean, it wasn't going to take him long to settle in anyway. He's played here. I mean, he was here before I was. So we basically just talked, and like I said, the unfortunate situation that he was put in the beginning of the season, and us having 2 imports at the time, there was just no, it was late. It was left very late for him, so he kind of didn't have anywhere to go because everybody was kind of sorted already. But as soon as we found out Devitz was leaving, we were right on the phone, and he was ready to come back, and we were ready to have him back. So, but he's a spectacular player. The guys love him. He's a great guy, and he's just settled in just like we expected him to.
It worked out, didn't it? So now it's all eyes on the semi-cup against D-side. Has last week's victory against them kind of changed how you're approaching it?
No, not at all. We approach every game the same, whether we're playing Sheffield, D-side, Billingham. It doesn't matter who we play. We just want to focus on our game. We want to focus on ourselves, and we let everything fall into place from there. Win, lose, whatever it is. We want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and doing the right things through the system and stuff like that, and just keep evolving and learning. And so no, any games in the past mean nothing. Score 0-0 doesn't matter.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Dom.
Yeah,
cheers.
no
Nice one.